second largest crowd in Rich Stadium history watched this long-awaited rematch, and they saw the Bengals make the first big mistake of the game. Boomer Esiason lofted a pass to the left sideline that was picked off by linebacker Shane Conlon.
I had Brooks man-to-man, and he just came out and ran a, what we call like a 7 route or a corner route, and had pretty good coverage on him, and he threw the ball, and I looked back, and it was just stuck in my hands.
The Bills ground out a 73-yard drive after the turnover, relying on the running of Thurman Thomas and Larry Kinnebrew as they drove into the stiff wind. Scott Norwood capped off the march with a 24-yard field goal, giving the Bills a 3-0 lead. The teams traded fumbles. Then in the second quarter, Buffalo extended its lead with a 56-yard scoring drive. And along the way, Thurman Thomas passed the 1,000-yard rushing mark for the season with this 3-yard carry.
But the key thing is that I've been healthy all year long. My offensive line's been healthy all year long, and they're the key to why I got to 1,000 yards. And hopefully we have 4 games left, and hopefully I can stay injury-free, and my offensive line can, and hopefully we can get a lot more yards.
The Bills made it 10-0 when Jim Kelly threaded the needle on this pass to Andre Reed. That went for 19 yards in the touchdown. And on the last series of the half, Bruce Smith demonstrated his athletic ability with a leaping charge over the Bengals' Max Montoya as he chased Esiason. Smith was ruled to have grabbed Boomer's face mask on the play, negating an interception by Nate Odoms.
I did hit his face mask. It was a questionable call, but he called it. The most important thing was I flushed him out of the pocket and time ran out. So we knew that was the key to the ball game, getting pressure on Esiason. And that's what we pretty much set out to do.
The Bengals had a chance to put points on the board with no time left on the clock when Jim Breach booted a 26-yard field goal. But with the teams headed for the locker rooms, the officials ruled that the Bengals were guilty of a false start on the play, and they took the points away.
I was out there, and I saw the guy jump, and the ref that was on that side seen it, but the ref that was calling the play was on the other side, and he saw our lineman move, and I was glad they didn't overrule it.
The Bengals opened the second half with another turnover. James Brooks fumbling when he was hit by Ray Bentley, and Mark Kelso recovered at the 44. 3 plays later, Kelly hit Ronnie Harmon at the 32-yard line, and Harmon pulled away from the defenders, going all the way for the touchdown. Buffalo had a 17-0 lead. Cincinnati finally got on the board later in the quarter when Stanford Jennings banged in over the right side for 7, capping a 73-yard drive. But the Bills put the game out of reach early in the fourth quarter with a lengthy drive of their own. Kelly picking up 15 yards and a first down with this scramble. And 2 plays later, Kelly hits a wide-open Butch Roll in the end zone to make it 24-7. Although Roll was called for unsportsmanlike conduct for his delayed spike.
I didn't have an idea that he would have called it. I thought they only call it for dances. But like I say, I know next time. It's just a little fun thing. That's all. Having fun out there.
Cincinnati got one more big gain when Esiason and Tim McGee hooked up for a 49-yard pickup. But the Buffalo defense shut the Bengals down from there and preserved a 24-7 victory. It was sweet revenge for the boys in blue.
If we play like this every week, there's nobody can beat us. But each week we find something to do that hurts us. But if we play like we did today, not too many teams can stop us. We learn how to play away like we play at home.
First of all, we had to get back on a winning track, and I think we did that today. I think we went out and proved that we could play football, and our defense played great. We sputtered at times, but we moved the football for the most part, and so hopefully we got some respect, and this will snowball over into Seattle next week.
Well, Jim Kelly and Ken Hall both hit it right on the head. They looked unbeatable today. They've just got to find a way to transfer this formula into a road appearance, and they'll find out how they can do that next week in Seattle. Jerry,
look forward to that. Now, this one today, Cincinnati came into this game with the top-ranked offense in the AFC. This year, the Bengals have been explosive and unpredictable. And one of the trademarks in the Boomer Esiason era has been the big play, the bomb, the long ball. But that was not existent this afternoon against the Bills. Now, usually when a team can establish a running game, it opens up the passing game. James Brooks had to fight for a lot of his yardage, not on this play, but James rushed for 105 yards on the day, but the Bills' defense and the wind kept Boomer under control. Now, Esiason likes and looks to go deep. They give a lot of credit to the Bills' secondary for their coverage. When nothing was there, Boomer has to run. One of the Cincinnati quarterback's favorite targets in deep threat is Eddie Brown, but he caught just 1 pass for 0 yardage, and once again, Boomer has to get on his horse to get out of trouble. So with the bomb squad defused, Boomer has to go to the short game. And here he looks out on the flat. There's 7 yards here to Stanford Jennings. But when you consider 7 yards here, 9 yards there, that is not the Cincinnati offense. Boomer 11 for 26 and 136 yards. But the Bengals were blanked in the first half, 10-0. After the Bills opened up a 17-0 lead, Boomer has to try and make it happen. But the defense was turned loose. Here comes Tim Cofield, drops Esiason for the loss. Tell you what, Darryl Talley should have paid rent for as much time as he spent in the Bengal backfield. He puts the pads to Boomer. Whoa! Lots of pressures, lots of hurries, but no quick strikes by the Bengals offense.
There's no question that they had a good pass rush. And, anytime you play somebody with the Bruce Smith and the Darryl Talley and the Shane Conlon, they're going to put on pressure. There's no question about it.
But overall, our coverage was great. We had great pressure. Bruce Smith had a great game among many others.
You can't give them can't turn the ball over to them, and you can't miss a tackle, and you can't overrun one or anything like that. They're too good. And so why didn't our quick strike work? Because Buffalo outplayed us.
Absolutely. Today's sort of a bounce back and a payback for the Bills, so they killed